Denali Princess Wilderness Lodge is a popular choice amongst visitors to Denali National Park, particularly those who come here on a princess cruise tour. And in this video, I will walk with you around the resort to show you the facilities. Coming right up. Welcome to the Denali Princess Wilderness Lodge, where we stayed for 3 nights during our Denali adventures, and I am excited to share our experience with you. Situated right at the doorsteps of Denali National Park, this cozy resort offers stunning mountain views and easy access to the park's natural wonders. The goal of this video is to take you through all the facilities of the resort and share my honest review, so you can decide if this lodge is the right choice for your Alaskan holiday. As you arrive, you will be dropped off at the main entrance here. We came here on the Alaska Railroad's Denali Star, and they meet every arrival at the train depot to transfer the guests to the lodge. Let's go inside. This is the main lodge. The guest service desk is right over there for check-in, questions, or building inquiries. If you're here on a Princess Cruise tour, you have already got your room key in hand, so no need to join the check-in line. If you arrive here independently though, make sure to hand over your luggage tag during check-in so that they can send your bags to your room. This area has plenty of seating, perfect for people watching while waiting for your excursions or transfers. Just a heads up, it can get rather busy here in the mornings when everyone is heading out. Speaking of shuttles, yours will be right outside when it's time to head out. The resort provides a shuttle service to Denali National Park, and it makes 3 stops: the bus depot, the Horseshoe Lake Trail, and finally the visitor center. It's a convenient way to explore the park's stunning landscape. Back at the main lodge, let's head downstairs where you'll find a few facilities. First, there is River Run Espresso. From the name, this is obviously where you can get your caffeine fix. However, they actually serve more than just coffee products here. If you just need a quick bite, you'll find pastry, yogurt, sandwiches, etc. And yes, they serve even ice cream here, for those of us who believe it's never too cold for a scoop. Next to it, you have the general store gift shop. They've got all the usual souvenir suspect as well as apparel here. However, the biggest bargain here are these Alaska branded jackets. They are really good value at just $35, and bear in mind there is no sales tax in Alaska, so that's the actual price. Steve bought one of them and it turned out to be a lifesaver as we have some really cold weather after we left the lodge. By the way, the same jacket can be found at the shops on Princess ships, but price almost double that. So if you like a good deal, grab one here. There's also an old school internet PC here, a relic from the pre-smartphone era that probably hasn't seen much action lately. At the far end, you'll find a cozy area with chairs and couches. It's a perfect spot to relax. It's also where briefings are held before some excursions. The relief map of Denali National Park here is a handy tool for visualizing where you'll be heading. And you see that big picture of Denali Peak at the back? That might be the closest you get to seeing it. Despite some nice weather, we never managed to see it ourselves. Right, let's head outside to explore the rest of the lodge. A quick right turn and a minute's walk will bring you to Lynx Creek Pizza and Pub. The name says it all. This place is open for lunch and dinner and features pizzas, calzones, salads, and Alaskan brews on their menu. The food is served in a setting that feels like an authentic Alaskan log cabin. We shared one large pizza when we arrived. It was tasty, but it was also very expensive. Denali Princess has its rooms spread across 3 areas. To the right is Grizzly Meadow with buildings J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, and R. Back to the other side, you've got the village. This is where most of the shops and restaurants are located. First up in the village is Fannie's Saloon. We ate here a few times and it quickly became our favorite restaurant. The breakfast buffet is a solid option if you want to fuel up for the day, especially since food here isn't exactly budget friendly. We figured it was smarter to stuff ourselves in the morning, grab something light for lunch, and then finish the day with a hearty meal. On our first night at Denali Princess Lodge, we had dinner here. This is the menu. Steve ordered the chicken burger while I ordered the fish and chips. Now we just had dinner at Fannie Saloon. The fish and chips is quite good, and you have a good burger. The food,
really good.
yeah, chicken burger, that was really good, and yeah, it wasn't too expensive compared to other places, so it was alright. Just outside Fannie is the fireside patio, where you can kick back and soak in the fresh Alaskan air when the weather's on your side. Next door is the Cash Cabin, a shop for all things fancy, jewelries, furs, scarves, and even antler mounts if that's your thing. Across the way, you'll find milepost 238.5, a Christmas cabin that's like stepping into Santa's workshop. Everything Christmas, all year round. If you've got a sweet tooth, Sugarloaf is the place to be, with enough sweets and candy to give your dentist nightmares. Next, there is Trading Post. If you're in the market for some handmade stained glass and blown glass, this is the place. Fox Creek Studios has knives, carvings, and other locally made goodies. Next up is Icebox, which stocks a wide selection of jade, wood bowls, and basket, wood carvings, and other souvenirs like t-shirts. Finally, we've got Bath House, which sells natural soaps and bath products. Trust me, there's enough shops in the resort to satisfy any shopping cravings during your times here. The village also houses two of the lodge's main restaurants in this big wooden cabin, King Salmon Restaurant and Grizzly Burger. King Salmon is a signature dining spot, serving up dishes like salmon, crab legs, and prime ribs. We found the prices a bit steep, to be honest, especially since we're about to board a cruise with all the food we could imagine. We decided to give this place a miss. Instead, we opted to eat at Grizzly Burger. You can enjoy your meal inside or out on the deck, overlooking the Nana River. They've got a solid menu here, featuring burgers, crab cakes, chicken sandwiches, salads, and yes, milkshakes.
Really good.
There's also a bar here, serving drinks for both restaurants. Next, we have the Wolf Den area with buildings C through H, which in my opinion is just as conveniently located as Grizzly Meadow. Sadly, we weren't so lucky and we were assigned a room in Building A, way out in the Caribou Ridge area, alongside Building B. It's the furthest from the main lodge, I would say a good 5-minute hike. But if your legs aren't up for the challenge, there's an on-site shuttle service to whisk you around the property. We found it especially handy when checking out, since you have to haul your own luggage back to the main lodge if you aren't on a cruise tour. On the bright side, Caribou Ridge has a great outdoor area perfect for relaxing, with stunning views of the Nana River and the surrounding panorama. It's definitely a photo-worthy spot. Between blocks A and B, you'll find a great room. Inside, you'll find Rapids Bar and Deck, where you can grab a beer and other beverages from the afternoon when they open. If you're staying in this area, the Rapids Morning Express Cafe is your go-to for the morning coffee, saving you a trek to the main lodge. If you need to do laundry, you'll find it helpful that guest laundry facilities are available on various buildings throughout the resort. It's a lifesaver for keeping your suitcase light. Now, let's go check out our room. Well, welcome to room A319. Our room actually have 2 double beds, making it ideal for a family of 4. On the nightstand, you will find convenient USB outlets, perfect for charging your devices while relaxing in bed. The view from the room overlooks the main road, so it's not as good as those on the other side overlooking the Denali River. On the table, you will find additional USB charging ports, along with a coffee maker. There's also a TV for entertainment. Now, this fan, we actually requested it during our stay, because believe it or not, there was actually a mini heat wave when we were in Denali, and we really needed this fan to cool down the room. Looking inside the bathroom, you'll find a single vanity and a shower with a bathtub. Finally, there's some space for hanging your clothes. Overall, the room is not fancy, but it served its purpose. If you've been finding the info in this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. I've got a lot more Alaska travel content coming up. Make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss any of my future videos. Now, it's time for my thoughts. The Denali Princess Lodge has been our home for the last 3 days. The resort could definitely do with a freshening up. Some of the facilities are a bit dated, and there are some maintenance issues, like the lift in our block that keeps getting out of service. However, I would still choose this place to stay if I were to visit again. The price is rather competitive, and from what I've read, the grass is not greener elsewhere. There are other places around that cost more and offers very similar facilities. I like the village feel of it, with the resort offering multiple restaurants to suit different budgets and dining needs. There are many gift shops around, and of course, it's got a breathtaking view overlooking the mountains and the Denali River. The frequent complimentary shuttle service to the national park is also one of its biggest selling points. There's pretty much a shuttle every half an hour throughout the whole day. That compares favorably to others in the area, which offers one shuttle per hour to the national park or less frequent than that. There are other boutique lodges around the area, but if your plan is to visit the national park, then I think you could do a lot worse than choosing Denali Princess Lodge. Right, we're off now to catch our Alaska Railroad train to Anchorage. Watch this video next to see what it's like to ride the Gold Star service of the Denali Star. See you over there. Ciao.